Hello, Cancer. Welcome and welcome back. I tried to do these videos live to make it a little bit more fun for y'all, but Taurus and Gemini ruined it for everybody because they came into the videos and it'd be 10 people in there and they didn't want to like the video, even though I was repeatedly saying it. And I don't be playing with motherfuckers like that. So I wanted to make sure I got the messages to the people who really deserve and are meant to hear it, because I'm not playing these games with people online. All right. And if you want to continue to watch this channel and these messages, we're going to have an equal reciprocity of respect. And if you expect for me to respect you and give you the messages in the way that you need, I also would like to be respected as well. And I can't make you do anything, but you also don't have to watch. So I hate to be that way coming into this reading, but I actually don't, because I feel like for too long, people have not respected this platform and what people do on this platform, whether it's in the spiritual community or not. Now that we got that out the way, for those of you who actually want to hear the messages and want to see what December is looking like for you, we're going to be doing the 22-minute and 22-second readings, okay? So as always, you guys be sure to use your own intuition. Don't just blindly listen to people online. I don't care if you respect or agree with what I say. This is not a time for you to just be blindly following, subscribing, or listening to people online. And it's fine if you don't know me. It's fine if you don't trust me yet. But what I do ask is that if you're going to be here and if you're going to stay and if you're going to be here for any consistent amount of time, that you also reciprocate the flow of energy and allow it to continue to flow, because my energy is going to flow regardless of whether you guys reciprocate it or not. But just know that you'll have blockages in your life if you can't understand that concept on a simple level like this. But I ain't going to take it out on y'all now. I ain't going to take it out on y'all. But I'm just saying, it's looking like that type of energy. Okay, this Aries energy, whatever this Aries is that's making people snap back, is strong. So what we're going to do is I'm going to set a timer for 22 minutes and 22 seconds. And whatever messages come out, whether it's all the messages or just a few, you'll have what you need, okay? Because Spirit is going to allow whatever's meant to come out in that time, all right? If you guys want to book a personal reading, which you probably don't after that intro, you can click the description box below. You can see my information, but let's go ahead and get started for you, Cancer. Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God, for Cancer. When it comes to December 2025, boom, let's go. What is it that Cancer needs to know for December 2025? Time, delay, procrastination, too busy. What else? Ooh, intimacy again. This card, why does this card keep coming out? Okay. What else? Two more cards for Cancer for December 2025. What they need to know. Antisocial. Aries got that, but it was in reverse. See, I didn't have a problem with Aries liking the video. They was cool. But them Taurus and them Geminis. Okay. I'm going to let it go. What else for Cancer? Thrills. Okay, so time, intimacy, antisocial, and thrills. That's a contradiction. Antisocial and intimacy, that's a contradiction. So time says delay, procrastination, too busy. All right. So somebody could wear watches, but time could be of the essence. Something could be under a time limit of some kind. I feel like either you or someone else could be procrastinating. We have intimacy, which says mutual respect, unity, and closeness. So this could mean that the time is coming near. You're getting close to accomplishing a goal or achieving something in your life, or somebody who's getting close to you could be causing you to procrastinate in a situation. Antisocial says in your feelings. Okay, silent treatment and left out. Interesting. Yeah. And then we have thrills, continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addictions. Interesting. And then at the bottom, shattered, broken nightmares and failures, and then suffering and silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. So the shattered and the suffering and silence kind of go together with something feeling as if it's broken, or something feeling like It's kind of falling apart. I feel like something could be falling apart because of somebody's decisions, their addictions, their bad habits. I feel like you're running out of patience with a person who wants to push you away. You're like, damn, do you want my help or not, bitch? I don't have a problem cussing nobody out. I don't care. Do you want my help or not? Because it kind of feels like somebody's dealing with something, and it kind of feels like whatever they're going through is kind of rubbing off on you, because you may want to help this person or make them feel better about their situation, or they could just be close to you. You feel for them, you care about them, and they just keep pushing you away, or they keep repeating the same things over and over again, and it's becoming a toxic cycle that I feel like a lot of you guys are struggling with because of your connection with this person or this situation. And I feel like you're running out of time to either separate from this person, or you're giving this person a time limit, or you gave this person a deadline as to when you would continue to allow this to happen. So if you're in a relationship with somebody and they keep pushing you away, whether it's platonic, romantic, or professional, it kind of feels like you told this person, hey, I'm only going to deal with this for so long. If by 2026 we haven't made any progress, I got to go. Or whatever it is that you said. You could have said it in a more calm or sensitive way, but that's pretty much what it is. And this person may still be procrastinating or trying to delay things or keep you around without the intention of really changing, or without the capability of changing. And it's because they're suffering in silence and they're not really letting you in. But it's like you can only do so much to get somebody to let you in. They have to be the one to ultimately let you in. Okay, so what is the message for Cancer? Everybody keeps getting this Wheel of Fortune. There's definitely something that's shifting that we really don't have any control over. The 5 of Swords, and then the Traitor, 10 of Swords. Wow. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, somebody could be doing something out of spite or for show. It's like somebody could be doing something just to prove a point. And the universe is either going to reveal that they're a traitor of some kind. I'm going to leave that out. Or it's like spirit is going to move you away from this person or shift the dynamic in the situation. All of a sudden, something is going to shift or change. All of a sudden, the way things have been is going to change. And I feel like somebody is not expecting it because they've been able to delay this for a long time. King of Cups. Loving, kind, emotionally stable, balanced, masculine energy, caring. 9 of Coins. And the Strength card. Yeah, loyal, devoted, courageous, brave. I feel like you could be in a position, it's either you who's going through something where you're having to deal with something right now, you can't delay it any longer, or somebody else is getting a time limit and the timer is running out. I also feel like someone is on their own here. Someone is learning how to be independent and on their own because they've been kind of like cast out by everyone else, but it's teaching this person how to be strong and brave. It's like sometimes when you're bullied in school, or when you're in a position where people don't welcome you like they do other people, or you're constantly being cast aside, rejected, things like that. Either it'll make you or it'll break you. And I feel like it's breaking somebody and it's making somebody. So you have to decide which side of the coin that you're on, right? And then we have the King of Spears. Oh my God, in reverse. Again, this came out reverse for Taurus. Now, you could also be dealing with somebody who on the surface tries to look like they're this upstanding person, but underneath the surface, they could be very like conniving. Underneath the surface, they could be very like treacherous. Okay, 2 of Coins and the World card. I feel like some of you guys are ending a connection where you were in a partnership, whether this is a business partnership, romantic, or a friendship. I feel like somebody's karma is coming back to bite with the Two of Pentacles. I feel like what goes up must come down. That's the infinity symbol. So what goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. The Wheel of Fortune, Two of Pentacles. The tables are turning. And now that this cycle is over and I feel like you're finally able to do something on your own, there's somebody who's angry that they pushed you away, or they could be regretting that they pushed you away. Or they're very like, I feel like somebody can't control themselves. It's getting harder and harder for somebody to hide who they are underneath the surface, or to hide their lack of control. Somebody is really being tested. Because listen, my patience was being tested with those other readings. And I feel like all the readings go together. So if you really respect what it is that I do over here, and you listen to what I say, and you watch the energy of what goes down, you're going to get a lot more messages. You're going to get a lot more of a benefit from the messages. But there's some people who are just stupid and retarded and ignorant and slow. And they don't understand how things work together. And they just be like, oh, they're dumb, but it's not like they're dumb. Some people are dumb on purpose, but some people just don't understand the error of their ways until it's too late. And that could be the situation that you're in, where somebody's finally understanding the error of their ways. Yeah, the Hierophant. Okay. A good friend. Somebody reliable is coming into your life as you move away from someone who is unreliable. It's like you're getting closer. It's like you're in this limbo period. Because it's like you're getting closer to people who you can depend on, to things that are more consistent in your life. Because you're learning how to be independent, which is bringing you into situations where you can have your autonomy and you can have your individuality, but you can also have connections with other people that are healthy, as you at the same time simultaneously are getting away from people who don't have your best interest at heart. And the cutoff is strong. Because I feel like somebody switched up on you, or somebody has like bipolar or something like that. I don't know. Justice and the Devil. Ooh. Libra and Taurus. Very strong. Possibly also Capricorn. Maybe Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo as well. Somebody is imbalanced. I also feel like you could be learning how to balance some of your tendencies. Like some of you guys with the King of Cups being here, especially as a masculine, y'all could have a really dark side where it's time for you to balance that out because it's destroyed things in your life. I'm just being honest. The masculine here as a Cancer is not necessarily coming out the greatest, but this could also be a Leo who you're dealing with, an Aries, a Taurus, a Libra, or a Capricorn. This could be somebody who constantly stays in trouble with the law, or gets caught up, or goes to jail, or you constantly are tied up in legal issues with this person. Or they constantly get you into trouble because they make bad decisions themselves. And then we have the Empress. Someone is also like angry. They're either angry because people see you in a better light than they're being seen. Like this could also be men competing with other men. People could see you in a better light. It doesn't have to be. People could see you in a better light than they see other people. Like other people who are competing with you, or other people who are in a similar predicament to you. It's like somebody's doing something out of spite. It's like they're turning on you, or they're trying to turn the tables on you, or pull the rug out from under you out of spite, just because they're upset that people view you in a different way than they're being viewed. Like people see you in a better light than they're being seen. People view you in a better position than they're being viewed. People help you more. People support you more. It's a situation where like somebody does just, it's like they're just doing something to get under your skin, or they're doing something because they're upset about something else and they're suffering in silence about it. And they don't want to talk about it. But you guys are a lot more similar than what they think and what you think. It's like this weird balance. Page of Coins. And the Sun. So it's like there's this potential to really go far in a situation. There's a potential to be very happy and expressive, to have a lot of abundance, to have a lot of things going in your favor. But I also feel like there is also equally a large temptation to like be on your bad side. It kind of feels like you're balancing between the two different sides of yourself, like the angel and demon on your shoulder. What else? Hangman and the Hermit reverse. Yeah. Two of Spears. Interesting. And the Nine of Cups. You're making a decision right now because you know what's going to happen. I feel like you didn't have all of the information, or somebody kept you waiting. I feel like you're making a good choice despite what somebody wanted you to do. I feel like somebody wanted you to be caught up in a position where you didn't have all the information that you needed, or you couldn't see that they were trying to get you caught up. I feel like somebody was definitely trying to turn on you or set you up. Somebody could have been trying to get you to take the fall for something that you really didn't do. I also feel like this is happening because you had to take a second to breathe and look at something from a different perspective. I feel like somebody didn't respect you as much as you respected them. I feel like you also couldn't see that somebody was trying to get you caught up, or, yeah, Three of Spears, which is the Three of Wands. Somebody expected for you not to see. Yeah, it's like that they were working for themselves, or they were trying to like plot. It doesn't feel like somebody was necessarily plotting on you per se in every situation. It just kind of feels like maybe somebody felt like you were going to be around for longer, or that you were going to deal with their issues, or you were going to always be there for them, that you were never going to give up on them. But it's like they took their sweet time appreciating you. And now that you don't want no parts of it, or now that you're being appreciated by someone else, or now that a better opportunity has come along, it's like now they want to come and show you what they didn't show you before. Ten of Coins reverse and the Seven of Swords reverse. Yeah. Somebody could have also been like doing weird stuff with money. Somebody could be getting caught when it comes to like stealing money, embezzling money. I don't know what this is, but it's something about somebody getting caught up, and it's quickly too. Because there was cowardly behavior. Somebody was being a coward, or somebody was, you know, if it's a person who's dealing with addiction and maybe you wanted them to get help or heal themselves, right? You could have told them like, hey, I'm going to be here for you, all these other things, but they kept taking your kindness for weakness, or they kept taking advantage of your kindness and, you know, thinking that you were always going to be around, underestimating you, assuming that you would never leave. It's like somebody was a coward, and that's why they did what they did. Two of Swords. Sun. Yeah, somebody's getting caught. Your intuition has been telling you what you can't see, like on the surface. Your intuition has been giving you the information that you need that's behind the scenes that you can't see. You were definitely blind to something, and it's kind of like you could see, but you didn't know what was going to happen, so you felt kind of stuck. I feel like you guys were trying to make a decision about whether or not you should cut ties with somebody, whether or not you could trust somebody, whether or not they were actually like on your side, whether or not they were serious about moving forward. What else? In Love in reverse. One more card in reverse and two more cards. In Love in reverse. What is this? Thorny. This keeps coming out too. It says difficult to handle too much discord, needs love and care. But it's like in reverse. You could have tried to give somebody love. You could have tried to give them patience, care, but there's a lack of love because love is in reverse. Woman crying in reverse. So you done crying. You're not crying. No more tears. And homeless. Ooh, not somebody getting kicked out on the street. It kind of feels like a situation where, oh, I would rather be homeless and on the street than to keep dealing with this. Or I would rather be broke and alone than to keep dealing with this. Or I would, stability. See what I'm saying? Needs a commitment, creating a safe space, focus on home and family. And you have the Hierophant out here. It's like you've consistently wanted the same thing. And I feel like what you've been wanting, you've been looking for in someone who didn't want the same thing as you. Seeking God, yeah. So somebody could be trying to, reach out and touch someone, reach out to you possibly. Somebody could be seeking God to find stability in their life. It's like if the foundation is not balanced, then a situation is not gonna last. If the foundation is not balanced. It's like somebody knew what they were doing was wrong, or they were taking advantage of a person's kindness, taking someone's kindness for weakness, and they knew what they were doing was wrong, and they knew that they were working against that person who was actually trying to help them. It kind of feels like you were one of the only consistent things in somebody's life, or you were really trying to be patient with a person. I feel like you're tired of crying over someone and loving someone who just pushes you away. And I feel like you would rather be alone, or you would rather be on your own, or in a more independent situation. I also feel like somebody betrayed you too. It's kind of like not only were you trying to help someone and look out for them or support them or be there for them, it's like they also pushed you away. And like then they betrayed you on top of that. It's like you had these expectations of a person. Maybe because they tried to get you to believe these expectations. And then you realize that your expectations were too high because they didn't want the same things that you wanted. But there is a need for stability and commitment. So I feel like a lot of you guys in December, your patience is going to run out for someone delaying or procrastinating a situation, whether this is legal, professional, platonic, personal, romantic. You're going to get tired of somebody dragging their feet. You're going to get tired of somebody telling you to wait. You're going to get tired of somebody keeping you in an unpredictable position. And I feel like you're done dealing with it. And this person is going to be suffering, but I don't think you should revel in that. That's not something that you should be happy about. Ask your angels. So if you need help answering a question or figuring out what you should do, Spirit wants you to ask them. The situation will improve. So if you guys are dealing with anything like homelessness, or you're dealing with anything where you're in an unstable predicament right now, because you finally said enough is enough, or you finally decided to walk away from something or someone that wasn't really in your best interest or looking out for your best interest, and it creates instability in your life, that's just the primary effect of you deciding to take a stance or to stand up for yourself. That's just the initial parts. It's going to level itself out. Because if you stayed with that person, things would be consistently unstable. And that's what Spirit is basically saying that you need. That's what you've been asking for. Ask your angels for support and answers when it comes to what you need to do. Because it's going to level itself out. But if you were to stay with this person, if you were to stay in the position that you're in, it would constantly be unstable. And they're trying to get you out of that unstable position. So if you have to deal with a little bit of rockiness or rough waters as you leave an unstable situation going towards stability, that's better than you staying in an unstable position and it just continuing to get worse and worse. I feel like that's what Spirit is saying. And we got 29 seconds, so I'm finna go. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. You know, I don't have a problem being that bitch. I'll be the villain. But folks need to understand to respect other people. And it's funny how that message came out in your reading. And it was very indicative of the situations that were going down. None of that shit is a coincidence. So if you want to book a service, check the description box below. Be sure to donate through PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle if you want to show a little extra love. And I will see y'all next time. There we go. Bye.